Art, and this is your Tuesday tidbit, a lot of it. Today we are going to be working with some candy melts because it's my favorite thing. As you know, I came up with a technique that I call the candy melting technique, which is where you ice the cake using guide boards with candy melts, or you can also use chocolate. I just happen to use candy melts, hence the name, but you can use any kind of chocolate discs or ganache or whatever. So essentially it's almost just like ganaching, but you're using candy melts to ice the cake, and I absolutely love it. Now, I came up with this in like August of last year, so it's been just over a year. Woohoo, anniversary, first year anniversary of the candy melting technique. And on this first anniversary commemorative occasion, I wanted to show you guys a cake that I thought of. It's a Marilyn Monroe themed cake, very glamorous, very beautiful, but with a fun kind of like edge to it. Okay, we're gonna get into that later, but I just wanted to touch on a couple points, which is that since I started the candy melting technique, I have learned a few things about the best way to do it, how to get it the smoothest, how to cut down some of the time that it takes to get it smooth, and really just to streamline the whole process so that you get a really great product in a fraction of the time that it took me before to do it. Okay, so this is the new and improved candy melting technique on the anniversary. What Marilyn Monroe? Hey, get it? Okay, now we're just gonna get right into the cake. I have my cakes already stacked, filled, trimmed, okay, because this is not that video. If you guys need to know how to do that, there are a ton of tutorials on the internet, but I'm just assuming that most of us already know how to trim and stack and fill and do a crumb coat on our cakes. Okay, so we're gonna start off from that point. I'm gonna grab my cakes and my candy melts, which are on the stove. You can see they're melting over double boilers. You can also put them in the microwave, but first of all, I don't like the microwave. I try to avoid it with all of my heart. But if you want to use the microwave, go ahead. Just be aware of how you're melting the candy melts, that you're doing them gradually so that you're not scorching them. I find that the best way to melt them, especially if you're doing a lot, because you can use like these huge, baker, like chef bowls, is to melt them. Just put some water in a pan and put them over the double boiler. And also it's super easy because as you start to work with them, they'll cool down really quickly. So if you need to just pop them back on top of the hot water and let them melt up a little bit, it's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to grab that. Grab my cakes. I'll be right back.